This is a chord changing exercise using the chords D, C add9, and G. And the G form is sometimes called a G5, or it's just a G with a D instead of a B on the second string. And I'll just review those chord shapes, and then I'll just give some examples of how to work from one to the other. So the first chord is D. Maybe by placing your middle finger on the first string at the second fret, your ring finger at the second string at the third fret, and your index finger on the third string at the second fret, and then playing the fourth string open. It's okay if you hit the fifth string every now and then, but you definitely want to avoid the sixth string. That's a whole other sound. You're really looking for the top four strings, starting with the fourth string open D. That's the sound you're looking for. And the next chord is called C add9, and it's a form of the C chord, but it adds the ninth scale tone of the key of C, which is a D. So if you count from C to C, that's 8 tones, then one more is D. So what you do to change from the D to the C add9 is keep your ring finger on the second string at the third fret, drop your little finger to the first string at the third fret, lift your first and second fingers, move your first finger to the fourth string at the second fret, and your middle finger to the fifth string at the third fret, and that should give you this sound. And you don't want to hit the sixth string, so you want to strum strings 5 through 1. So just working on that move is an accomplishment. The next chord in this pattern is a G chord with the fifth on the second string. The D note is the fifth of the G chord. And it's the same shape basically as the C add9, only you just move your first and second fingers over to strings 6 and 5 at the third and second frets. And you can play all 6 strings for this shape. And then back to D. So one thing to do is to just practice going from D to C add9. And then you could practice going from C add9 to G. And I'm just strumming one beat and letting it ring for 4 counts. I'm strumming one time and letting it ring for 4 counts. And I'm just kind of feeling a very moderate tempo. I'm going to use a metronome in a minute, and then practice going from G back to D. And for that, you can still keep your ring finger on the second string of the third fret. So your ring finger can remain on the second string, third fret for this entire exercise. So the idea is D, C add9, G, D, and just kind of loop that around. I'm going to use my metronome app. It's called Metro Timer, and there are many metronome apps out there, so it's a good idea to get one, load it on your phone. I'm going to run this at about 60 beats per minute. I want to think about the tempo before I start, kind of lock into the tempo, and then I'm going to think groups of 4. So I'm going to play each chord and let it ring for 4. 3, 4. Then you can start strumming on each beat. These chords are used in lots of songs, country songs, pop, rock songs, and the timing will be different sometimes. Another example would be, well, let's say if we change the timing for the chords, like say we went 2 beats for D, 2 beats for C, and then 4 for G. D, C add9, and then G for 4. And that's pretty much what we were just doing, but a little bit different. And I'm going to run the timer at the same beat. So run the metronome 60 beats per minute. But the changes are coming up faster between the D and the C add9. Start changing the strum. You can also change it to play the bass notes of the chords, starting with the D string open. Whoops. D string open, at least I'm trying to. G open, 5th string, 6th string. Well, that's just some examples of using the D, C add9, and G chord, and just some exercise just to kind of get used to changing those chords. It also gives you an idea how they sound together, and I'm sure you recognize some songs that they've been used in. So I hope that helps.